My dad, Jim Lafarr, is he's one of the best guys I know. I'm not saying that because he's my dad. I'm saying it because I've worked with him, and I do a couple other jobs where I see him, and I've heard things from him from other men who are in the job, and he is just one of the most outstanding men that I know. He's honest as can be. I've never known him my entire life to lie. He's very forward thinking. He's not going to be someone who is just going to continue the course of the sheriff's office. He's got a lot of good ideas for it, and the ideas aren't harmful to the public. They're very forward thinking, and community policing is a very big part of what he believes in. And I personally believe in the same thing. I want to get into the field, and I believe that, you know, nowadays too many people are afraid of police officers, and him and I both really want to get back to the point where a police officer can walk into a store or a business and not get shot weird looks and talk to people, and it's not a weird thing. He's just a great guy, and I know it's probably not the best coming from me because I'm a little biased toward him. However, I truly believe with all that I am that he'll do the best that he can for this county and then more. He poured his heart and soul into this election. He's out and about every night when he gets home. I don't even know when he sleeps, to be honest with you. He's always doing things. He gets home from work, he goes out and knocks on doors, and he's really just devoted to this job, and he's devoted to everybody who's a part of this county and thereon. He really just goes above and beyond, and not just for the sheriff's office, not just for the people, for everybody, out of the county, in the county, no matter who it is, he's going to be there for you. He's always had an open door. He's been like that with all his positions, and I know that from guys that have worked with him. He truly just, he's what you want to expect for a sheriff, and I believe that with everything that I am. He grew up in Queensbury. He's a local. He went to Queensbury High School, graduated there, and then he went to SUNY Adirondack for 2 years. Actually, back then it was ACC, but currently SUNY Adirondack. Then he was in the military and reserves for a couple years. After that, he decided to get into the sheriff's office, and I know he was on patrol for a handful of years, and then he went right into investigations. And he didn't do that for any other reason than he likes to help people, and patrol is one of the best jobs you can do, but investigations, I know you really get to crack it on the cases. I know he likes that kind of work, the work that makes you think and almost keeps you up at night. I know no one likes that, but he does, and he likes to just really reach his out to anyone who needs it, and I know he's been like that his whole time. Then after that, he was promoted to investigative lieutenant, and therein he ran the Department of Investigations, and I know he, in doing that, he more so kind of continued what he was doing to the point of helping people, but he extended his reach to his department. So the investigators that needed a shoulder to throw something off of or a brain to bounce something off of, he was there. I know late at night when we'd be eating dinner, sometimes he'd get a phone call about people with a question. And that's not just investigators, that's not just road patrol, that's people who he was on the case for who thought that they might have something that could help. And then I know he was brought to the rank of a major, and with that he's in charge of internal affairs, he does all the auditing, he's in charge of the FOILing, which is the Freedom of Information Law. So he gives out all the information to the public. He's in charge of the Sheriff's Department's disciplinary actions. And I know that's hard on him because he really doesn't like to, not necessarily discipline, however, he doesn't like to disappoint people. And he's a man of giving chances. And I know that with high school with me, that he gave a lot of chances. And I don't work for him, but from the people who I've spoken to and the stories I've heard, I know he can be very forgiving, and he's a father. And I know that because, well, he's my dad. And that's not just with me, to the whole department and everyone therein. He would speak to them, he would help them, and everyone makes a mistake. No one has a perfect day, perfect month, perfect year. And I know he was very understanding of the fact that we all make mistakes, and he'd work with you. As long as you're honest with him and forward, he'd be forward with you. And I know that will carry through to the rank of sheriff if he's elected to the position, that he is just a very forgiving man with public, with the personnel, anybody who needs it. He's always there. His door is always open. He's always willing to help, and no matter what the situation is. All right, Dad, I hope you'll be seeing this. This whole election for you, me, and Mom, and our whole team has been a long one. It's been a process. There's been a lot that's gone on. We both know that. We all know that. But I couldn't be more proud of you to hopefully get this position. And this night, I can't wait to congratulate you if you get it. You and Mom both have been exactly the type of parents that people wish for. And I've been told that in my jobs by strangers who just see you guys on the streets and don't even know me. And I just couldn't be more thankful to have you as my dad. You have been such a role model to me. Everyone who knows me knows that I want to be a police officer one day. And there's nobody I want to work for besides you. And I don't mean that in saying I'm not willing to work for people. All I'm saying is working for my dad will be the biggest pleasure of my life. You are the most honest and caring man that I know. You've given me a chance and then another chance. And then when you said you wouldn't give me another chance, you gave me another chance. And we all know that. Anyone who's on our team and knows us personally remembers high school. I can't thank you enough. And with that, I mean, you know that this whole election, like I said before, has been a process. But you powered through it, and you've proven yourself not only to us and our team, but to the whole community. And the amount of people that you've spoken to is just mind-boggling to me personally. I cannot wait to see the things you're going to do for the area, the sheriff's department, the locals, the kids, every township. I know we're all excited for it, and I just truly can't wait to see you and what you do. I've always looked up to you from a young age. Ever since I was 3, I've wanted to be a police officer. I remember that. Everybody who knows me knows that. And it's not because, you know, the flashing lights or the badge. It's because of the man that you are and the man that you're shaping me to be. You have just gone above and beyond in life in your career as a police officer. You always take that extra step, and not everyone has that anymore. And I just love the fact that you do that, and I hope to be at least half the police officer you have been. And I can't wait to work further with you and one day work with you and just be sculpted to be exactly like you. And I know that's cliche for a son to be like his dad, but it's not just that. It's not just the dad. It's the most caring, trustworthy, honest, forgiving. I can't wait to see what you do, and I can't wait to work with you. And you've been the biggest role model of my life, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. All right, guys, today's the day. It's the big day, November 5th. You got to get there and vote Jim Lafarr for sheriff. Hopefully he's the guy you want, and he's going to be the best guy for the community. So make sure today you get out and vote. If anybody needs a ride, contact me. I'll get you there.